Good morning. Let's do a little updated garden tour. Everything's in full bloom and looking so amazing. Here we've got all of our sweet potatoes, and then here are all of our Yukon Golds, and right over there are our russet potatoes. Look it, we've got a sage. Over here we have a couple different varieties of tomatoes, and then our zinnias that are just starting to bloom. On this side of the trellis, we have some hot peppers. We've got cayenne and habanero. And then on this side of the trellis, we have butternut squash, which are coming in like absolute crazy everywhere. And then on this side of the trellis, we have all of our delicata squash, which again are coming in all cute and everywhere. Also in this bed, we have all of our beans. We've got all of our soybeans here, or edamame, and then we've just got our regular green beans here. We've got 2 rows, and I actually just planted a 3rd row yesterday, so we'll have some later season beans. But there's my favorite bean. Then as you walk through this trellis, over here to the left, we've got our cabbage family. We have harvested all of our cauliflower. We've got 1 cabbage left, which is actually ready. Once I harvest this guy, I'm going to kind of repopulate the bed a little bit, and then I'm gonna plant some lettuce in here. Over here, we've got all of our broccoli. We are still getting some sprouts, so I leave the broccoli in until it's fully done. And then over here we have more cauliflower and broccoli that just hasn't produced yet. It was a later crop. On this side, we've got all of our cucumbers. We've got regular cucumber. You can see we've got a nice cucumber down there. And then I did have a regular cucumber here, but I actually ended up pulling it because the squash was getting so big I needed to get rid of it. This guy is a lemon cucumber. He looks like that. They get big and round and yellow. And then we have some melon here. We've got 1 coming on. And then this is summer squash, and the next one over is zucchini. On this trellis, we have so many honey nut squash coming in. It's wild. They're absolutely everywhere. And then as we move through, like I said, we've got some zucchini down here, and then all of this is green beans. And they're really starting to come in here. We've harvested enough to eat 1 meal. Over here is kind of a dud. I had all my beets and my carrots in here, but as you can see, the squash is definitely taking over. I will definitely plant my lemon squash, my zucchini, and my summer squash in different beds next year because they don't vine very well. So we've got some golden beets down here. We've got some regular beets here, and then all the rest of this is carrots. And as you can see, the squash is just absolutely taking them over. But look at this cute little lemon squash. They're some of my favorites. And then over in this bed is all of our tomatoes and peppers. And we are just getting so many tomatoes. Like, look at all these Romas. They are just packed in there like sardines. It's crazy. Hi, Lime. We've got all kinds of big beefs coming in. These are what's called an early girl tomato, and all of those are coming in. We've got some poblano peppers coming in. An amazing watermelon down here, plus a few others. My rhubarb is looking good again. I was kind of concerned about it, but it's doing well. And then we've got some raspberries. Over behind the pump house, we've got our blueberries, and they've been producing. I've been able to pick about every 3 days, just a little handful. All right, now on to our back patio gardens. As you can see, the zinnias are in full bloom, and they just look absolutely stunning. It's unreal. Along with my marigolds. So this is our lettuce bed. We've got all kinds of lettuce coming in here. We've harvested quite a bit. This is some nice romaine here. And then in this bed, as you can see, all of the zinnias are in full bloom as well. We've got some parsley coming in here. We've got regular parsley and then some curly parsley. Our dill is looking beautiful. I've harvested a lot of it already. We've got our sage, which is delicious. I used some of it last night to baste our steaks. We've got all of our cilantro. It's looking so good and healthy. Look at that. We've got chives. And then my poor little basil plant, he's doing well, but he's not getting much sun because of all the zinnias. And then in here we've got our green onions, which we have been eating like crazy. I probably need to plant some more. Down here we have a poblano pepper, and as you can see, they're just like starting to come on. Got more zinnias in here, and then I did go ahead and plant some lettuce in here yesterday, so that should be coming up probably in a couple weeks.